everyone. I'm
Yeah,
here
press
with
button
the
whenever.
Aiden Paladin crew. How's it going?
Hello, hello. We're also setting up our stream on the other
Yes, hello,
side, which I
greetings.
think is good now.
Bonjour.
So in a second, I'm gonna have to say hi to my stream as well because we're gonna dual stream. Here we go, going live, Spoon. I'll let you know when it's up, Spoon. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Whenever, just you tell me when you switch over because we do this like we both got the keys to the nuclear codes on other sides. Anywho, yeah. How have you been, V?
Well, I mean, I didn't expect the crossover event, but it was
Yeah.
kind of funny because I rarely get invited to a debate with you guys, and I was thinking like, well,
Yeah.
how do you guys get to feel about it? You know, like it's your opportunity to debate Destiny.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What an honor, you
Mm.
know. Spoon, are you good?
Yeah, we're live
Look,
now,
look,
so you
look,
can speak
Aiden,
on your
Aiden,
show.
Okay.
all I'm
Just
saying,
hello.
listen, all I'm saying is that
Yes, chat, say hello
you
to
have
V.
the opportunity now. Sorry, let me increase my volume. But like, you have the opportunity now to be 2 degrees of separation away from Piers Morgan.
Wow. I mean, I have
God.
debated
What an
Destiny
honor that is.
before. I have no desire to. So hello, also from Broken Crown. We're dual streaming with V right now.
Hello.
So because there was a little bit of an odd thing that happened earlier today that involved. Well, Bill is here as well. That
All of
involved
us.
Hello.
everyone except for Bill. Bill didn't catch any strays from it. But I guess just to talk about what happened is to reiterate, Dev tagged let's see, Arch, UV, Sargon, and then Scrump, me, and Spoon to challenge us all, I guess, to a debate.
Yeah.
Where I think like he's not even participating. Like I would have had to go on someone else's channel to debate Destiny.
Yeah, that's not even
Oh, yeah,
clear,
which
right?
one?
Or was it, actually that's a good point. Here, I'm sharing my screen, Spoon. If you'll pull it up, I've got the tweets here.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Ever
Because
since I was born, I wanted to debate Destiny. It's like
I know it is life goals, right? Because you're right though. It actually isn't clear if he is going to engage in this debate, or if he's challenging all of us on behalf of Destiny to debate Destiny on something that I don't think any of us give a fuck about.
Someone wants to tell Dev that it's Epstein that's the nonce we care about in the news nowadays, not Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, okay, so the topic for the debate was there was no threat to censorship like there is now under Donald Trump in the last generation.
in the last
When-
generation.
When
Yeah. And I'm
they say
listening
it's-
to that, and I'm looking at, okay, so I suppose like we may have skipped over the Democrats under COVID, like we missed that part. But
that didn't happen.
that didn't happen. We are skipping over Australia, trying to censor the internet right now. We're skipping over the United Kingdom with people arrested for shit that's happening on social media. We're skipping over the European Union, and we're stopping at Donald Trump. Yeah, I think you're a little bit insane, buddy. Like, I think that you're a little bit.
we are also skipping
Right?
over back in 2009 when the FBI found out about the Epstein list and were offered it on a silver platter.
Well, sure,
And
but
all about
yeah.
the Epstein stuff, which is probably the most, current censorship issue.
Well, I mean,
everyone
hold
has.
on. Like the Epstein thing, like that's not really about censorship. That's more about corruption, right? Like the
Yeah, and
elites.
it is also, by the way, about protecting victims, which Pam Bondi fucked up. But because she can't do
Oh,
anything
God,
right.
yeah.
But the point is though is that
He was
yeah,
moving
like
after all.
he's posting this also on Twitter. You want to talk about censorship? Donald Trump was banned from Twitter. How many
Well, yeah, I
thousands
mean-
of people were banned from Twitter? How many thousands of people were banned from YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Under
I
Biden.
literally asked him this, and I said, "Well, hold on a little bit, Dev. Let's play a game. You know, I will tell you 20 people that got banned under Jack Dorsey. You tell me 20 people that got banned under Trump." And he's like, "Well, I got banned under Trump for like hate speech." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, you got banned like during Biden's presidential. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?" And even then, right? Like, even then, if you did get banned under Trump, like he got banned in 2020. Trump wasn't actually controlling Jack Dorsey. Like, he was obviously operating for the Democrats because, like, he banned the sitting president, for fuck's sakes.
I mean, that has come out. That has been confirmed unquestionably. That Twitter was absolutely working at the behest of the Democrat Party. I mean, that's not up for question or debate. That part's settled.
Hey.
Now, and at that time, again, it was someone who was working directly with the Democrats in charge of Twitter. They were not giving Trump preferential treatment, even if he was the president, because they were opposed to him. They were a paid arm of the Democrat Party, in a sense.
Hey.
That's very different from being banned under Elon.
I'll just say this much: if people wanted to make you quiet, they'd just put you in a D&D game and listen to the fucking deafening silence from every one of your turns.
Oh my god! Unfortunately, when he does take a turn, he just whatever.
turn
He just
for the
wants to talk
worse.
about politics.
He's very talkative during shopping, though, for some reason.
Oh, right.
But like,
He doesn't can afford anything with his views.
I mean,
I remember the last time you were in a stream with him, V. It was like the funniest thing hearing you just go like, "Oh my God, oh Jesus Christ!" And this was during the whole thing with Biden having dementia. And
oh
you
yeah.
went
Like
off and
he,
making
no,
fun of
seriously,
him.
like he just
Yeah.
pops up during one stream, and this is like after I was constantly saying, you know, like Biden has dementia. He's like, but there's no evidence. There's no evidence. And then he comes up one stream and it's like, guys, did you hear? Some doctor says that Biden has dementia, and at that point I fucking lost it. I was like, no, you think?
Dude,
Holy
what's
shit.
going on? Does he like this is a genuine, sincere question. Like, does he just sit in his Discord or whatever and get people to hand him news stories so he gets a perfect, because he spends all his time on Twitter. He must be in such a weird bubble to, you know, and the thing that's sad about it that I think all of us, maybe Spoon less so, what makes it sad is that Dev used to be able to do well-researched videos. I'll bring up his
doesn't he
video
anymore?
covering.
Because like I think he still does research videos.
Does
but,
he?
Like yeah, but like not.
I don't watch
Twitter
him,
takes.
obviously.
Yeah, no, he does research videos, right? But like not Twitter takes. Like I don't know what's happening. I think like Destiny was influencing him. It was like poisoning his ear or some shit. He got really
Maybe.
into Destiny at some point, and I was like even
I'm sure he
joking,
did.
like if you want to know what Dev's take is tomorrow, just watch Destiny
Yeah,
today.
I remember that.
Yeah, just watch Destiny today, and you find out what Dev is going to say tomorrow. And the thing is, like,
Exactly.
even when Destiny went like batshit insane and he was getting backlash, like Dev also tried to go batshit insane, and just I don't get it. I just don't.
Well, I've got a hypothesis. I've got a hypothesis for that.
All right.
But what you point out is actually present in the very message. First of all, I think Dev, this is real Looney Tunes stuff to post these DMs or whatever these are with Wick. I guess it's from a Discord server because he's adding someone else. But Wick says, get Archcast to debate Destiny on my show on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. And Dev's like, what is he interested in? Wait, why is Destiny coming on this time? Maybe I'm reading the inflection in there, and I certainly put it on when I read it aloud, but it sounds like all of a sudden he's really fucking interested in this because Destiny might be there. So
Yeah.
what does he do? Rather than whoever this Lum
No, I
person
didn't read it
is.
like that.
It's
Well,
Arch's co-host.
Oh, is it okay? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
all right? Right. So okay. He then, instead of, I don't know, did Lum Lum go out and post the same thing? But
Probably
Dev
not.
instead decides to go to Twitter, and he challenges not just Arch, but also you and Sargon and Scrump and me and Spoon. It sounds, tell me if you read this another way, but to me it looks like, oh shit, Destiny's gonna be there. I can impress my E-daddy by getting all my former friends / right-wing chuds to debate Destiny.
Oh my god.
So what? So I think he's trying to get clout with Destiny by trying to get us to go on this fucking show, which is truly and deeply pathetic if true. I mean,
Yeah,
like-
I mean, I don't know. Like, usually you can do these things, but like, you message people in private, Dev. Okay, like there is a way to do
Yeah.
this professionally. You message people in private, and it's like, hey, would you be interested in debating Destiny? And then like, no one is going to make fun of you. But like the way you do it, it's like you're a cheap whore begging for attention. You know, it's like a pick me girl, like a fucking pick me girl. That's how you behave.
Oh, no, he is.
it comes off that way. Certainly. And it's
Also, considering the shit that Destiny's been doing for the last, 3 years, no one is going to go near him with a 10-foot fucking pole, especially not right-wingers.
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
it is also a strange lefty figure to latch onto. I guess it's because Destiny, defines himself as sort of like more center left than someone like Hassan Piker, but
I think he's so short
Des-
on supporters, he'll actually take
Well, let
something
me-
like
let me-
that.
let
You
me
could have
put
just
it
stopped
this
it, he's
way,
so
right?
short.
Like, first of all, Destiny said that he wants to see a right winger shot, right?
Mhm.
The fuck is there
Yeah.
to debate with the man? I don't want to debate him. I want my side to dominate him so that they can lock him into mental asylum where he gets all the professional care he needs in order not to be a danger to himself and others. There's nothing to debate. I don't want to be Charlie Kirk. Okay, like I learned my lesson. All right, like they're not interested in conversation. That's fine.
Well, and that's a good point that you bring up Charlie Kirk, because Bill mentioned this earlier too. Is that, sorry, I think the left seeded the debate when they killed the let's talk it out guy.
Yeah.
Like, I have no interest in talking to these people.
It's painfully obvious that they're not interested in debate. They're not interested in democracy, right? Like, they've made their mind. It's like, oh, well, the right-wingers are authoritarian. Well, and so, like, the only option is, okay, fine, we have to be authoritarians then. Like, that's okay, you know?
Yeah.
And if people were
Because you're
inclined to
defining
debate, okay, our options are Destiny, one of the most annoying people to debate, or Dev, one of the most boring human beings on earth.
But
Well,
Dev's
no,
also, the thing with both of them is they are bad faith debaters. I mean, that's not a question.
Yes.
Both of them have first of all, here's the thing. I don't think anybody involved has the slightest bit of interest in this topic. One, because
None.
understand, let me put this into context for those unaware. What they're even fucking talking about is just over fucking Stephen Colbert. That's it. It's just over. Stephen Colbert wanted to air a. I'm trying to make sure I didn't say this on air already because I talked about it with Bill right before the stream. So have I not actually explained what the conversation even is about? Or am I repeating myself? Because I've had to explain this a couple times.
No, go on.
If I didn't explain it already. Okay, so this FCC pressuring CBS to not let Colbert interview a Democratic candidate. Wow, that sounds really rough. They wouldn't let him debate a Democratic candidate. Well, here's what happened, actually, is that Colbert pulled a segment. Jesus Christ, Guardian, fuck off. Pulled a segment where he was debating, or he had on for an interview, this Texas Democrat. And the reason why he pulled it is because the FCC requires you to basically interview. If you're going to interview one side, you have to interview both sides. Colbert doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to interview. This guy's James Tallarico is the Democrat from Texas. Well, Colbert obviously doesn't want to air any kind of interview or communication with a conservative, Republican, whatever. He just wants to talk to this dude. So Colbert, who's already, like a lot of these late night news people have been in a lot of fire recently.
Like fucking crazy.
I am.
Clear to me, but then again, I'm in the same house.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what could be causing that. Okay, sorry. Anywho, the whole issue is, basically, like, Colbert could have maybe gotten in trouble for this had he aired it on his show. He didn't. He just uploaded it to YouTube. What has been censored? Nothing. Do you want to go watch this interview? You can watch it right now on Stephen Colbert's YouTube.
But
where's the censorship?
There's another thing. The left has normalized censorship. Like, I have witnessed my best friends getting censored on X, on YouTube, everywhere. Leftists were cheering, right? They got Charlie Kirk shot. And now I'm supposed to care about Stephen Colbert. It's like, okay, it's TV. No one fucking cares about TV, you know? Like, why is TV actually more important than online? Why is TV more important than social media? We have, like, the UK and Australia right now trying to regulate the internet. I care more about that than I care about Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoon, how long was my audio busted?
Not that long.
Or audio busted?
I could hear it just fine.
Seconds.
Okay.
No, it's because my Discord was being gay.
Oh, okay.
OBS for once.
Okay, I'll just reiterate that again. The whole thing that we're talking about here is that Stephen Colbert was going to do something that would have violated an FCC rule, which is that he wanted to do an interview with a Democrat candidate and not do an interview with his opponent, right? So it was just going to be one-sided. He didn't want to air the Republican side. You can't do that. It violates FCC rules, and they're really old FCC rules, by the way.
Are
This
they
is not
Obama
something that's
level?
No, I think they're from like the 1930s or something.
Oh.
These are really old laws that you can't do this stuff. You have to put both sides in front of it at some point. Colbert has no desire to do that. So rather than, face a fine from the FCC or whatever, he just put it on his YouTube channel and then cried that he was being censored. So the whole premise of this debate is retarded. Colbert wanted to violate FCC rules, but he didn't want to get slapped for it, so he put it on his YouTube page.
Well, hold on a little bit. Even if
what's
this
the
is the
problem?
case, how is Trump involved exactly?
I don't know.
Basically,
Did
anything the
Donald
administration
Trump
does
censor
is blame on Trump.
Colbert, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Amina
but
says
you know
it
how
wasn't
this
even
works.
another It wasn't even a Republican. It was another Democrat in the Dem primary. He didn't want to. That's what he wouldn't.
No,
put
no,
forward.
but
You
like,
guys know
here,
how this works. But
yeah, but like, here's
anything that anything that goes wrong, it's always gets blamed. Anything the administration does is bad. It always gets blamed on Trump. That's the way it works with every single fucking.
no,
organization.
like,
Right.
like, did
It
Donald
always
Trump
gets blamed.
tweet out and ask for Colbert to be banned or something?
No.
No, it's
Nope.
just that Colbert
Nothing
chose
Trump knows.
not to put it on to air it because the FCC told him not to air it.
Yeah.
Democrat.
and I
Helps
thought it
another
was
so like,
Democrat.
Republican.
okay,
It's
so
a
like the
Democrat.
FCC, no, hold on. So like the FCC is under the Trump administration, and they view this as like being connected to Trump.
But it's not even a Republican. Apparently, it's another Democrat, and it's
Is
like
it-
you have to give equal time to everybody. That's
This
the
is a-
rule that he's potentially violating.
This is legitimately a Democrat giving another Democrat an opportunity to slap around another Democrat, and Trump is to
Let me
blame.
double check to make sure that's true. I
Ask
wasn't
Grok-
prepared to cover this topic tonight because I don't
ask
care.
Grok and click on Think Harder.
This is
But like, I get it. But here's what I don't understand. Like, why is Dev so vicious lately? Like, did you see how he tweets?
He's
like,
always like this anymore.
He always curses. Like,
He's
he
always
doesn't
like
like that. I'm not against, like someone cursing or whatever. But like, I don't think he's in the right headspace when he's like that. Like, usually the Dev I knew was more harmonious with himself. If that makes that, like, he's out of harmony. He's out of balance,
Wait.
like Taoism would say.
Look, here's this BBC
He is a
article.
Canadian man.
This is the BBC, okay? Like they've got a left wing bias. Colbert says CBS spiked interview with FCC fears, but then like this is just his claim, right? It's just his claim that basically if you don't air both Democrats, then you could get in trouble. And so rather than get in trouble with the FCC, he uploaded it to YouTube. What is there to debate here?
Well, I mean, the whole premise, it's like it's worse under Trump now. Like, again, like, I lived through the pandemic. I remember people that just mentioned stuff that eventually was true. They had their entire channels banned, right? Like, there was actual pressure, or people were afraid on television. You could see, like, the newscasters being scared because, like, they may say something that was bad. How can you compare this to that?
I don't really know. I think a lot of it is people have very short memories. You know what I mean?
My side in charge. I will oppose the person, and otherwise vice versa. That's basically it. I don't actually think these people have much of things to go on, other than the guy that I don't like is currently in charge, and therefore
Yes.
I am duty bound by my subscribers to bitch about it.
But
I
like,
legitimately don't think
okay,
there's anything
listen.
more than
During COVID, you had the White House spokesperson basically saying they have lists with vaccine deniers, and they're talking to social media to go after them. All right, like that wasn't like the Democrats literally said, "Yes, we're coming after you." And where was Destiny then? Where crickets, right? So fucking say.
Yeah. I mean,
getting his second booster shot.
to be fair, to be fair, hang on. I've got a better topic for you, Dev. U.S. Department of Homeland Security reportedly demands personal information about ICE critics from Discord, Reddit, Google, and Meta. At least 3 of the platforms have complied. Look, there is the Trump administration doing the thing that the Biden administration did, by the way, which I think is fucked up. And I will criticize this.
I don't think
People
it's
who are
fucked up, and
critics-
I'll tell you why. Because I actually read the article. Do you know what it's about?
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you know
what
what it's about? It's about people
Mm-hmm.
that actually did criminal activity, like blocking roads or trying to like systematically.
So it's not just messages.
No, right? Like it's people that were
different,
organizing,
innit?
like for example, organizing on social media how to prevent ICE agents from doing their job. This wasn't like a protest, like they were disagreeing with a family getting deported, or they thought that an officer was going off the rails. No, like they literally just didn't want deportations to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they have a subpoena. Like they went to a judge and got an order, a subpoena, in order to find out, okay, like what were these people talking to cause an investigation? Hey, it turns out that if you try to rob a bank over the internet, right, the government doesn't just say, well, I mean, it happened online, we can't do jack shit about it. Like, no, there's a procedure. The difference with what was happening under Joe Biden, like, for instance, with the Hunter Biden laptop, is that they use the algorithm of social media to suppress everyone, to suppress the conversation, right? If you go on social media right now and you bitch about ICE or you don't like something, like, that's fine. But if you go on social media and you say, okay, we need to organize and block that road in order to prevent Ice Age. Yeah, that's a criminal activity. Of course, the government has the right to investigate it, and most people that actually voted for an administration to do deportations actually agree with the government. Like, they want the deportations to happen.
Indeed. Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this is the thing too.
I will say,
go ahead,
but
yeah,
like, I wanna
it's
say,
fundamental
this is
difference.
this is something that I've noticed, that there is no conversation anywhere between like what the state is actually supposed to do. When you see the state kind of overreach, the overreach is really dependent on what they're doing and who's supporting it. Because like V said, like if it's that activity, it's you are impeding the state from doing one of the most basic things the state is supposed to do. So when they do that, no one cares because it's the state performing basic state duties. But if you're screwing with people that has nothing to do with the state whatsoever, that's when people get upset.
Well, yeah,
But that people just go,
this was
when
Dev's
state
take,
functions,
right?
no one
Like he
cares.
said, oh, but like you supported the Talkers protest. Why aren't you supporting this? It's like different protests, like have different
Yes, different
different
goals.
reasons, right? Different takes. Like
Yeah.
I can support one thing. Like for example, I don't want to go to a McDonald's and feel like the Gestapo is asking me for papers in order to prove that I'm vaccinated, right? I don't like that. So like people protesting against that, yes, I support. And at the same time, I don't want some environmentalist chuckleheads to block the road when I'm going to work, right? They're all both protesting, quote unquote, the government, but like I can support one political take and I can be against another. And the methods of protest, and it depends. Like in some cases where the government is tyrannical, like it's actually cracking down on people's rights, like for example, my right of doctor-patient confidentiality. Yeah, like in that case, okay, like the truckers going around and honking the living shit out of the politicians, that's fine. But in other cases where they're protesting me over environmentalism, like they're blocking my highway when I didn't do nothing, of course I want them arrested. And if the cops rough them up, good.
It's like what's the old meme comic where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna find two things that bear like almost no similarities whatsoever, but there's like one little tiny similarity, and then pretend as if they're the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
they both involve people.
Right. Okay. So that means they're the exact same thing.
It's literally the only thing that protests have in common is it's done by people, but the causes are completely different. How people don't see that as a massive difference, I have no idea.
I don't know. I think Dev always has to make it so that both sides bad, but the left good actually. Both sides bad, but right worse. And that's how he's become in recent years.
What he's basically trying to say is that if you protest against the government, you're an anarchist, so like you need to protest against the government.
Well, he's felt that way for a while.
And it's like, no, like some protests against the government are legitimate, others aren't legitimate.
Well, he supports the ICE protests, doesn't he?
I think so, yeah.
I thought he was a big proponent of this. So, I mean, again, going back to the trucker protests, those ICE protests out in the middle of the, blocking roads, making it, they set up little checkpoints so that it's not just blocking the highway, which they do all the time. They're actually creating checkpoints through residential neighborhoods so people can't get to their own homes or get through town without being stopped to have their IDs checked by these left-wing lunatics who are against ID.
Fucking insane. By the way, do you know why I think he did the trucker protest? The video for the truckers? And this is just my take, okay? Like, I can't verify it. But, like, I think he didn't do it because at the time, there was a lot of censorship, right?
Yes.
Like, apparently, like, now we're living in the worst censorship ever. But, like, back then, there was actual censorship. And I think, like, he was legitimately afraid to talk about it because, like, his YouTube channel would have gotten a strike. And after the period was over, after YouTube says, okay, you can finally talk about COVID, the protests start being interesting, and he probably genuinely got lazy and didn't want to talk about it because it was like dead air at that time.
Yeah. Yep. I do think he was...
He's going to do that video, is he?
Of course not.
Didn't he release something akin to it or something? I thought he put out a video finally addressing it.
Right now, like people back then
that's the thing,
care. Right?
Well, by the time he got it out, it was years afterwards. I think he did actually do a video.
I think he still didn't get it out. But like again, like even if he gets it out, like who the fuck cares at this point? It's 2026, It's kind of like talking about an event that
5 years
happened
ago,
a decade ago. Like no one gives a
historic
shit.
events.
Yeah. Well, and at that point, yeah, he did. I'm remembering this now. He did put out a video going over it, but he still he couldn't get to a lot of the points and address the things that people actually had issue with. So even when he did finally address that stuff, years after the fact, it was framed through all of these lenses about why it was actually still bad, et cetera, et cetera. I skimmed through it because I remember he did actually put out something approaching a video on it, but it wasn't the grand expose he had been promising for that point for years either. I think he's just, he's desperate for attention. That's why he's tagged us all on this. But dude, it's just pathetic. Like, this is actually the saddest thing I think I've seen him do.
What do you think was his best case scenario for this?
People in my chat are saying that he didn't do the trucker video, so
did he not? I swear, did I actually dream this?
Maybe.
Possibly.
I mean,
did I dream?
That goes to
or
show
did he
about
did he maybe like put it in like part of a video? Because I got sent something from him of him definitely talking about the trucker stuff recently.
That goes to say what your subconscious wants for in life.
What, I want him to actually make the trucker video?
Yeah, like you're dreaming about it now. Right?
Dude,
like to say that you live rent free in your head.
I swear he talked about it. Maybe it was in another video, but he like had a segment or something where he talked about it.
And they say we don't give
he put
benefit
a
of the doubt on
4-minute
this channel.
segment into a 4th video about Trudeau.
It was a small segment in the Trudeau video. Thank you, Ravelon. Thank
Right.
you. Okay, that's what 4 minutes. There it was.
With a production speed like that, he should consider a job in like AAA game development.
Holy shit.
That way you can take 8 years to take
Oh
a
my
shit.
god. Oh, dude, that's what it was. That's what it was. I mean, thanks for reminding me of that, Ravelon, because of what it actually was in particular. Because that's such a classic Dev move, and why none of us will debate him. That's bad faith.
Dev
He
is so
did that.
incompetent, we have to gaslight ourselves.
Yeah, no, this is a really good take from Insane Linguist. If the roles were reversed and the right word was protesting, I guarantee to you, Dev would be calling for the harshest possible crackdowns.
Oh god, yes.
Yes,
He'd
absolutely.
be cheering on just them getting gunned down in the street.
Well,
That is
there,
so fucking accurate.
does Dev have any pretense anymore about being an open left winger? Because I mean, there's no
Well,
other
no,
place
he
you can
calls
put him.
himself left wing. He absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say, because he's trying to grift around Destiny.
No,
I
but
guess.
like,
I mean,
one
to
of
me,
the
that
dumbest
seems
takes
obvious.
that gave me an aneurysm, and this is why people call him bad faith. Okay, like first of all, the definition of what bad faith is: when you say stuff you don't believe it just to be antagonistic, right?
Yeah.
Just to win the argument. He says that no country should have mass police force. Like no civilized country should have mass police.
Yeah, I saw that in
And
your
I'm
video.
like,
Yeah.
What does that
how
mean?
can you not have seen a single SWAT video in your entire fucking life? Like you're telling me that you've been on this planet Earth for more than 30 years, and you have
40, I
never
think.
seen an elite force, police force with masks, and now you just saw it for the first time, and you're outraged, right? And so
Yeah,
he's basically
apparently.
that instead of like apologizing, he's now conceding ground, right? Like he's now backtracking, and he's saying, look, what I'm saying is that the mass police shouldn't be deployed against normal civilians. And I show him pictures. Okay, this is the riot police in
Normal
Germany. This is the
civilians.
riot police in France. This is the riot police in Canada. Every single civilized state, well, maybe not Liechtenstein or some other small nation, but like every single one has a mass police force. And you know what he does? He changes the subject. And it's like, how the fuck do you want me to debate? Like, what the fuck is there to debate when you're acting like this? Like, how is this not... at least you can say, you know what, I was wrong. Fine, like, you're right, V. I got educated. Like, you're the professor. I'm the student. I was wrong. I don't know what came over me. I don't fucking know. It's like, for some reason, I just live in my house with my dildo. I never watch outside the window. I never knew that the riot police wears masks. I just fucking found out, and it still bothers me. But, like, okay, everyone is doing it, so I guess it's fine.
It's especially galling considering that the RCMP is one of the most vicious and underhanded police forces on the planet. They are well overtrained and overarmed, and they have a long storied history of jumping people by breaking into their homes whilst they're asleep and beating the absolute shit out of them.
I'm sorry.
Breaking bones in the process, if not killing them.
I'm also trying to like remind myself about some of this stuff, but I like in his takes on this. So his problem with mass police is that is what, and he said specifically used against ordinary people. What, I don't know what he meant by that either, but I guess he's for the doxing of police. That has to be his argument, right?
First of all, it's like ordinary people. So what are unordinary people?
Yeah, what is that? That's what I mean.
What the
does
fuck does
that
it mean, right? Like the way you use the SWAT is like you find out that the crime may be committed somewhere, and you send the SWAT. You don't know if the person is guilty. In fact, at that point, you still assume the person is innocent, right? You haven't had a trial. Like, the reason you send the SWAT is to pacify people before, like, the investigator goes in and checks what the fuck happened. Like, what exactly does it mean, like, ordinary people you're not supposed to be? And by the way, like, the riot protesters are anything but ordinary. Like, grandma doesn't fucking go in the street to prevent the ICE agent from arresting the child molester. Like,
unfortunately,
that just doesn't fucking happen.
Unfortunately, V, I think I know what he actually meant by it. Ordinary people means good people, which means people who agree with me. Non-ordinary people means people who don't agree with me.
Oh, so the people that do the micro-intifada are the ordinary people. Yes, okay, fine.
The people at at Capitol Hill who, you know, were on January 6th, those people.
Those are the unordinary people. Yeah, those are the disordinary
people. I just remind everyone that Dev made like a 4-hour video on that entire fucking thing.
He did. And yeah, 5 minutes on the truckers.
Insane.
He said, I'm going to make this trucker video. It's going to be my magnum anus. And then he doesn't do that and instead does like a 3-hour-long video on Jan 6, 5 years after the fact.
That's another thing that pisses me off. It's like, I can't make video responses to him if he makes like 3-hour videos. It's like, well played, them. Well fucking played. Yeah, I can't respond to that.
Hey, it worked for me for years, V. I didn't. It was just like, whatever. I'll make a 3-hour-long video. No, people will watch it, but no one will know how to respond. Okay.
I will say, V making like a 40-minute one to just some guy after you said don't contact this person. I just essentially went like, no, fuck it, I'm going to because it's funny.
Yeah.
It did very well for my channel actually. Like I got more subscribers. Like the biggest like boom that my channel got up until that point was that video. And I remember watching people just say or asking you, how does it feel to be defended by someone? And you just went, I don't know how to feel about that. And I went, I wasn't really doing it to defend V. I just wanted to kick just some guy because it was funny. And also, he was like objectively insane.
Remember his hot take: MAGA is worse than communism.
Right. Yes.
I'm like, okay,
dude,
so like,
here's so many choice ones.
If you have MAGA, listen. If you have MAGA, like all you gotta do is you keep your head down, work for 4 years, and then you vote someone else, right? Like that's fixable. Communists literally want to take your shit. They want to take your house. They want to take your business. They want to confiscate your stuff. You cannot just ignore them, right?
Look at New York.
Yeah.
As bad as MAGA will get is maybe some damages to the supply chain of certain things like drugs or...
Well, did you see all the ice? They couldn't clear all that ice out of the streets of New York for forever under you know, the leadership of, you know, Comrade Mondani. And now all the ice is melted and so the streets are just covered in dog shit. And then sidewalks and stuff. Because it's just weeks and weeks of built up dog shit that's now melted all over the streets of New York. It's going great.
By the way, do you know what I have in my chat that you don't?
What?
Artemis Fowl. Like, this man was such a fucking instigator. I remember when I was with the Ashcast, like, he was giving me like $50, $60 super chats just to annoy them when we were playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I remember some of the chats, yeah.
Well, this is all a bit of a walk down memory lane with this stuff. Because it is just, it is sad in a way to see what happens to people over time. I mean, like, I do feel a little bit bad about this. And the thing is, actually, that brings me to another point, is that look, I have come out against saying my piece about Dev, that was now years ago. I said at the time, I'm not going to talk about him unless he does something really retarded or he talks about me first. And I've talked about him a few times since there. And with the exception of like once or twice, it has been because, well, it was either because he did something absolutely retarded or because he started shit with me first. But every time he's asked about it, Dev says, leave me alone. I just want to be left alone. You know, you guys are obsessed with me and crazy and stalking. When he never fucking shuts up about us.
Well, no, we're YouTubers and we just see a business opportunity in him. Like, it's not rocket science, but like, listen.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, Obama and Biden had journalists arrested and thrown in jail for refusing to give up their sources.
Yeah.
Obama was also a more prolific deporter.
And by the way, apparently Dev did a 5-hour Trouble with Trudeau video, released it on the day of the Canadian election. And which had 15 to 20 minutes on the trucker, so it's a
That was it. That was the video that had the trucker section in it. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I did know I knew he, and he did it. And if I recall correctly, it's like in that segment, he even says like, "Oh, so here's it. Here it is. Here's me doing the trucker video." Basically, like so he could. do something he often does or likes to do a lot, which is he'll
Goldberg.
he has kind of an excuse. So when something gets brought up in the future, he'd be like, "No, fact check, false. No, I did cover it," and that's why I even remember saying it because I've seen him do that before.
Here's the
Is
question:
being like,
did
"No,
he
I did
vote
the
for
Tucker
Trudeau?
video."
Did he vote for Trudeau?
I'm guessing.
I think he voted for Trudeau, didn't he?
Guessing
I mean, who else would he have voted for? Like, like it's look. I didn't know he had dropped the whole "I'm a centrist" shtick, and he's just out.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I don't know why
he
you would
said
keep doing
he was
it. It
always
was-
the left wing, right? So
Of course he
fine.
does.
It's fine.
He's, the whole last decade. What was he doing as a leftoid, hanging out with all of you right-wing chuds that he's so
I mean, it's not
right-wingers?
illegal for a leftist to hang around with the chads. Like, that's fine. I think like he was more.
I think it's again. It's very bad form in his.
No,
circles,
no, I
right?
get it. You know, look, there's like different mental retardations of leftism. He's not the part of the socialist and the communist mental retardation. He's part of like the neoliberal global hobo type of retardation. And so it's like
Because we're friends with a communist who's pretty based. Call me Mark. He's very based. I talked to him just the other day. But, like,
Also, by the way, I need to say this as well. The only time I ever made any videos on Dev, because I don't follow him, is literally when someone messages me and says, "Look at this stupid shit Dev just did. Make a video." And I go,
unironically,
okay. Yep.
to be
Yep,
honest,
same.
like Dev, listen.
or whenever I talk about it.
You need to hate Trump less and Elon Musk more, because like every single time I go on Twitter, the algorithm shows me your takes, and I just can't resist. I honestly do not can't resist that this is right. Like the algorithm just knows, like it just knows. It's like Grokky.
That's why I have him
shit,
muted.
Do you
know?
use the For You tab?
Yes. Yes,
Oh
and
my-
apparently
how
that is for
dare
you.
you.
Yeah, like it's
It's awful.
How?
Okay, the entire. So now we can split the chat into the two camps. Aiden and V, which are you who use the For You tab, and me and Spoon who used.
Oh,
the
this came up just today because I was.
If I see the For You tab, I want to go on a rampage
Same.
because everyone in my For You tab is a fucking retard who pisses me
Well,
off.
like today, Bill came upstairs. I was writing a list of things for him to get from the shop, and it's writing the list. And I just happened to have Twitter
Let me
up
see
on
it
the
right now.
front page of For You, and I hadn't even looked at it. I just had
Let
done
me
it
see who's
mindlessly,
online.
and there was just a video of a
I'll do
woman
that.
giving birth that was just playing on my For You tab in a pool, And Bill came up and was like, "What the hell are you watching?" And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Thanks, Twitter."
The thing is though, like I definitely keep saying it's like I keep he lives rent free in my head, and I do a lot of videos on him. It's like you don't know
yeah.
how many videos I
Projection.
don't make. Like you don't know just how much self control I have in order not to make like 90% of the shit that I want to make, and it is simply because like I genuinely like don't want to be viewed as a bully or some shit. But like my brother in Christ, like literally every single take you have could just make me make a video and it would get like 20,000 views. I'm not even kidding. When I make a video about them, like look at Ace, right? Like Ace, I'm looking at him. His channel is fucking boring. It's fucking dead. Like he makes a video, 2,000, 1,000 views. He makes a video about them, 30,000 views, 40,000 views. Like, do you not understand? You're becoming Darkside Phil. Like the videos you upload get like fewer views than other people making videos of you.
Well, yeah. I mean that does prove, really, it does, that you have crossed over into the Dark Side Phil territory. If videos about you
making
get
videos
more views
on Dev gets really great views.
Like
Every
look,
time all you have to do is just put a stupid face in a thumbnail, it gets massive views. It's great.
Yeah.
listen, like I
He's a human
killed.
pinata for subs and money.
I killed my live stream channel, okay? Like, during COVID, I was growing way too fast. I was having, like, 800 people on a live stream. I was like, holy
Damn,
shit,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Jesus,
get
well
banned.
done.
And so I started streaming irregularly. I started deleting my videos, and all of a sudden, like, I'm dropping. And now I have, like, maybe, like, 100 or 150 viewers per live stream. And I still appreciate, people watch it. That's fine. Now
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we
talking
appreciate
about
everybody
Dev.
watching here, too.
Now I'm talking about Dev. I have 400 people
Yeah.
watching. I get like 4 times more my viewership than normal. It's like, Dev, you don't live rent free in my head. You're a business opportunity.
Well,
You're a business
I mean,
God,
look, I don't want to
God
cast.
help him.
I don't
God
wanna
help
cast
him if
aspersions on
Casino
art.
find out about this fucking golden goose.
Oh, they really should.
Oh,
And I don't
Yeah,
want.
I'll
I
have
don't
him
wanna
plot
cast.
people-
6 ways from
If anyone
Sunday.
says it's like you want Dev to be bad, it's like, no, I don't want to cut the goose that lays the golden eggs. No.
Oh, exactly. No, absolutely. I don't want Dev to be banned. Not in a
We
million
get Jim
years.
to notice him.
Jim's mentioned him a couple times. But I know I don't want to cast aspersions on Arch, but I think at some point he did kind of just admit that the reason he kept having Dev on is because every time Dev is on, he gets a whole lot of super chats. back before they cut ties.
Get that executioner sort I've always wanted.
Oh,
right.
I actually left the Archcast because of Dev. It's like
I know.
I don't mind like debating people, but like when you debate someone that says dumb shit like there is no inflation, and I'm looking at my grocery bill and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy saying? You know, like of course you get angry and you get agitated and you start screaming and the baby wakes up and the wife asks like, what the fuck are you doing? And so like I'm like, look, Arch, I can't do this. Like I can't do this. Like I understand I shouldn't be screaming. I understand I should like calm my tits. But I literally cannot. Like, he knows how to piss me off. It's like, when someone pees on you and says that it's raining, you know, like, they're just only this level of stoicism that a poor man can have.
And here we are. It's like this man on the street corner, covered in his own shit, shouting at everyone, "You're a coward because you won't wrestle."
Well, where's the Dev image? Where's the one where everyone's pointing and laughing at him?
He actually said, it's like, because I pointed out, it's like, Dev, I'm not afraid of debating. I debated you. I think I have like more than 200 debates in total. I debated far-right people. I debated communists. I debated literally everyone, right? So like, you can't say that I'm afraid. And he's like, well, you haven't debated anyone in 2 years. And I'm like, well, I didn't know there's a fucking quota I need to fill. Jesus fucking Christ, like, is there a debate tax I need to pay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's ridiculous. But actually, speaking of the debate, there's a really important thing about this entire stupid conversation, which is that Dev is still refusing to debate Ace 1918.
Oh, do you know, like, and speaking of, right, like, I genuinely want to debate Sargon. Because, like, he's becoming really authoritarian and shit. I talked to Sargon in private. I'm like, hey, do you want to debate it? He goes like, yeah, but, like, then he got caught up with work and shit. And it's fine. I don't go around in public, except for now. But, like, I didn't go around in public then and started bitching and moaning, like, Sargon, debate me, you coward. It's like, you know, like, what type of behavior is that, you know?
It's weak. It's gay, is what it is.
It is
but, like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, he's got a debate. Sorry, Spin, sorry.
I had to mute him on Twitter. His takes were pissing me off.
Well, I have him muted too for the same reason.
His takes don't piss me off. Like, his takes inspire me. Like, when I hear his takes, I want to fire up that microphone and start entertaining the chat.
Yeah, I mean, it is inspiring, but, like, the thing with Ace happened, what, not even 2 months ago? Or about 2 months ago? Ace was supposed... All people would happen.
To be fair, I'll give Dev that win, right? Like,
why?
He never said that he's interested in debating Ace, right? Like he no, my bad. Ace never actually scheduled a debate with Dev, right? You gotta schedule it.
Do you know the whole story?
Wait, Ace was on my live stream. Yeah, Ace was on my live stream.
Oh, right, he was.
Yeah, and I asked the Ace, it's like, okay, but like, did you talk with Dev in private, or did you just like fire up the debate and assumed he will show up?
Right, But before that, Dev went on Wick's stream and said, it's an open colon for all of my haters. Goes live, says, Ace, by the way, was at work at the time, from my understanding. And then he said, well, Ace is too pussy to show up, so that means I win. Because I had an open forum debate for all my haters, and Ace didn't show up, so we had the debate. He was a no-show, therefore I win. That's why Ace did the thing back. He went back and said, okay, I'm just going to turn on this stream.
He should have, like, tagged Dev in public, and it's like, well, Dev, I was at work. Like, can we reschedule? But, like, he didn't do that. He just assumed that Dev will show up, and he just started the stream, right? And I was like...
he did tag Dev on Twitter, I'm pretty sure. Did he not?
He didn't arrange it. Like, Dev never agreed to join, right?
But Dev also didn't arrange anything to get Ace on...
Yeah, but, like, if he's an asshole, and you're an asshole back, like, you're both assholes. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't match the assholeness.
Yeah, my point is that if Dev is going to say, I won the debate because you didn't show up at this place that I didn't make very public and explain of what was going on, and then Ace does the same thing back, I think that's a null. Like, nobody won, but the reality is that Ace is sitting at the front of the queue to debate Dev. Dev is afraid, it looks, I mean, whatever his reason, Dev claims that the reason he won't debate Ace is because Ace is irrelevant or a hater or whatever it is, whatever he decides his excuses for the day. But Ace is at the top of the fucking queue, Dev. Nobody on this list wants to debate you in the first place because you are a dishonest, disingenuous, bad faith scumfuck. But you have somebody waiting to debate you. You don't get to make a wish list when you've already got someone waiting for you to pick up the phone. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
By the way, Artemis Fowl says he doesn't want to see the debate because Ace reads Grok and ChatGPT when debating people, which is there. So it's like not a proof of debate. But like, let me put it this way, right? When you're trying to debate someone and they're like just throwing like 1 or 2 lines of dumb shit, it is just so comfortable to just use Grok. Like if the stuff, like for instance this one, right? Like a democratic state doesn't use mass police. Like when you hear something so retarded, it's like, okay, I can either write a wall of text or I can just use Grok.
I think like, and also I don't remember what Ace was looking up. I do understand the reticence, and it was not a good look to have used Grok at all, if for no reason other than because it gives your opponent in the debate a weapon, a cudgel with which to beat you.
Oh, I use Grok a lot when I want to piss off a left. You know, like the left does this thing. But... Listen. The left does this thing which is like DDoSing, right? Like just genuinely wasting your time. Especially when they're like, "Oh,
favorite tactic.
Do you have a study? Why are you saying this? But
no, V, they don't ask me that.
They don't.
Yeah, because I always do.
Yeah,
but like... I almost never get asked that by fucking leftoids on Twitter anymore, because if not, like every once in a while, but very rarely, because I think if anyone knows anything about my account or can just look at it, it's like half the shit I post are just graphs and charts and links to studies. So like it's like
yeah, but like even then, you know, like the very fact that you have to click the mouse and move to someplace else, and like I would just use Grok. It's like just Grok. Is this true? Boom. And it pisses them off. And that's my purpose, right? Like, I want to get an emotional reaction out of it. I want them to rage. I want them to bash their head on the keyboard and foam at the mouth because they're not wasting my time. That's their little tactic, right? Like, they want to DDoS you.
Area denial.
Yeah, it is area denial, right? DDoS.
A left-wing person does not talk to you to debate you. They talk to you to fill time so you cannot speak.
That is literally the tactic.
Yeah, right.
Well, think about the one that I perpetually get involved in on Twitter is, you know, the weights heat maps, the left with the left being out there in like the outer concentric rings and the right being in the center of moral concern. I've of course read that study multiple times and actually know what it says. But all the time, whenever that study gets brought up, I'll be tagged in something on Twitter. It happens constantly.
It's basically made famous by you.
And no, I didn't make it famous. I contributed to it on some small part, maybe, but that's it. That's the most it is. However, every time I get
the viral aspect of it was probably
perhaps
because of you.
It's some very, very small, very, very minor part. But what I meant by that is that I have had that discussion with these time wasters so many times that I can type like 3 or 4 sentences max and respond to everything that I know they will say about it. Because it's always just time wasting. It's always, yeah, but this, that, or the other. It's just like Dev talking about the masked police and then pivoting to, but not on ordinary, regular, real humans like us on the left. And I'm not talking about those violent terrorists on the right at Jan 6. Just the absolute insufferable whataboutism, pivoting and moving the goalposts on everything. That is why there is no reason to debate someone like him.
Do you know who's like the god that won all the debate against every single leftist ever?
Whom?
Millennial Woes.
Millennial Woes is the ultimate victor.
That tweet, it's like leftists pretend not to understand things in order to make actual debate impossible. Like that I don't know how he came up with that. I hope that he came up with it on the toilet. Like, you know, like I think he was constipated. He was sitting on the toilet, like thinking.
I mean, I don't know. I could show you the. I made pancakes because it was Shrove Tuesday yesterday, so I made pancakes, and I can show you the wisdom of Millennial Woes because he contributed to my thread about pancakes.
I can tell you that is probably the single best age tweet in all of Twitter's history.
So I posted
here's another interesting thing, right? Like, someone that super chat me said, I would rather see response videos than live debates because fact checking in real time is a pain in the ass. That's
absolutely.
A good point, you know? It's
absolutely.
Like, aren't I already debating with him on Twitter? Like, what is this shit? Like, you're running away from debates? Like, bitch, my brother in hentai and degeneracy. I'm debating you right now. Like, why do I need to be on a live stream and waste my fucking time? I'm debating you on fucking Twitter.
It's because he wants to be Destiny or in the Destiny orbit. And how does Destiny make money? And therefore, how does Wick make money? It is from farming clippable moments, right? That's
Getting paid
for
by the
a
DNC.
decade. For a decade has been Destiny's entire business model. That is what all of these lefty debate channels' business model has always been, which is they want to get you into a conversation where they can, through using, they'll ask you very specific questions, they'll try to get you tilted and do all kinds of stuff just so they can get one thing that they can clip completely out of context that makes you look bad. That is the entire purpose of it.
That's yeah.
Do you know? And by the way, like Dev likes to say this. Well, like the left didn't want to debate. And it's like, well, yeah, that's actually interesting. So like when the internet had no terms of service, and you could say literally anything you wanted, you could have said like the N-word just nonstop for 5 hours, and you wouldn't get banned. The left didn't want to debate. It's like, no platform for fascists, no platform for fascists. Okay, fine. Now that the internet has terms of service, like what? Do I get to debate someone like Destiny that says that right-wingers should get shot, and if I call him a homosexual, I get banned? Like, no, I'm sorry, like, I don't want to play like that. Like, look, I read history about the French Revolution. I know levels of hate speech that Marat was saying, which would make your ancestors get a boner, right? Like, I have rhetorical comebacks for anything that the left would throw at me, but unfortunately, I can't fucking use them. Because, like,
Bill V knows your struggle.
Times are tough.
Wanting to say words and things you're not allowed to say.
Oh, and listen,
you're completely right, though.
Listen to what Artemis Fowl is saying, and this is exactly my point. 95% of his debates with Dev on Twitter have ended with his responding and Dev being nowhere to be found on days. And it's like, look.
Yeah, that's true.
That is what he does.
At least just say it. Just fucking say it. It's like, okay, you know what? You're right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it that way. Why would I debate with someone that obviously, like, does this systemically? Changes the goal tactics, changes the topic, and then just doesn't admit defeat. Like, what's the point? What's the point?
I mean, but that is the Destiny playbook, though, too. That's the way Destiny has remained relevant. He clips people, he tries to make them mad, and then, he just stops responding and is able to form a very cohesive form of his version of events. And that has worked for Destiny. I mean, like, until the, by his own admission, look, he's not been found guilty, but he admitted to having, like, a terabyte plus of underage sexual material.
How does it feel about the anime? Like, usually these people, like, they really, really hate anime.
Who, Destiny? I don't know.
Yeah, the people with terabytes. Like, they hate anime for some reason.
Well, it was a girl he was flirting with on the internet, apparently.
Hey. It's not all of us. Don't fucking drag me into this shit.
No, I'm just noticing, right? I'm not saying that everyone that hates anime has a terabyte. All I'm saying is, like, the circles overlap in the middle.
I've noticed it as well. In that, it's kind of like, I think it's because it's a hollow virtue signal, where if you go like, oh, well, everybody thinks that people who like anime are pedophiles and nonsense and stuff because the characters look really young, and or they're degenerates or whatever. And so it has become, for people who are actually guilty or leaning towards guilty, they just go, oh, yeah, you like anime? That means you're the pedophile, not me. And it's just, that is such a fucking, dude, it's not every single time.
No, it's more like...
But every time someone is like, anime is pedophilia, it is every time that they end up being a pedophile. Sorry.
Well, no, because you know what I think? I think, like, people that are absolutely obsessed with conversations about pedophilia. Because, like, there's, like, normal people... Like, normal people say it's disgusting, and they move the fuck on, right? But, like, individuals
disgusting,
that, like...
wood chipper, we got it.
like individuals that like obsess and tweet about it, either for or against, right? Like people that are, and I will say this, and maybe it's controversial with my subscribe, I don't know, but like people that are way into loli, like way into it, like their entire identity is the loli, right?
That's really
there is an overlap there. And then, like, the people that are against it and they're jihading against it, like, 24/7, way more than the average person, like, nonstop, way more. I think, like, there's an overlap there as well.
Well, do you know about the Nux Taku situation?
I heard about it, yeah.
Okay, so kind of the lowdown on it is that Nux Taku is a VTuber, and who I've seen some videos from in the past that I didn't hate, and the large reason was, it's like, okay, he's talking some kind of sense. And I was like, this is a mainstream sort of guy who's repeating very, very bland sort of right-wing talking points. This is tolerable for Slop to listen to in the background. But I was never like a fan of the guy or anything. But I was aware of who he was. And apparently, he was on his Discord. There were minors who, it was a 16 plus Discord, which is fine in much of Europe, but he's based in the United States, I think. Some people think he's based in Israel, but because he's Jewish, but I'm pretty sure he's based in the US. Anyway, 16 plus server. There's pornography that's being shown to minors. All this stuff has come out recently, and he also, like, his early content was showing people like Moist Critical and other big YouTubers the most fucked up hentai that he could find, and blurring it out and then put it on YouTube of like, oh, look at our reaction to this really fucked up hentai. And then when he did this kind of conservative grift, does he live in Israel now? I think he's from the US. Interesting. It is actually perhaps relevant information.
This is what I don't get, right? Because, like, look, I'm not going to pretend that the 2014 internet didn't exist, okay? I'm not going to pretend that I don't know about 4chan, that I don't remember how the days of /B were like, and I know who else was there. Okay, like, I remember when Shadman was, like, the most popular guy on YouTube.
Everyone loved
like,
Shadman.
everyone orbiting and stuff. I remember, okay? Like, the correct thing for the people that were there is to shut the fuck up and move on. But when I see a person that was there, and all of a sudden they found Jesus Christ, and they're so pious that they need to attack...
That's what Nuxtaku did.
Yeah, and they start bombing the cross, not as a shield, but as an attack vector. I find it like the same way that you have those comedians, which, you know, they used to be like incredibly edgy, and all of a sudden they find political correctness and they kick the ladder down for everyone, and they just attack all the other comedians like Count Dankula for making a Nazi pug joke. Mm-hmm. Okay, literally the same mentality.
Yeah, well, it keeps happening, right? And where the people who get obsessed with it and are militant, I often think check their hard drives too, because it keeps happening. Particularly when it's like, oh, I found Jesus or whatever, and now I'm gonna tell everybody about how, oh yeah, all these other people who are attacking me, or all these other people who are against me are pedophiles. Sorry, I'm suspicious as fuck of you at that point. What normal people do in response to pedophilia and CSAM, and this is relevant since the Epstein stuff has come out so recently, is wood chipper. End. Like, no endless conversation about this shit. Yeah. That's it's.
We have reached the conclusion. Chipper of wood. Go.
Yeah, I mean, look at the other jihadi against anime, Academic Agent. Like, every single year.
Okay, no.
Hold on, let me finish what I want to say, because you don't know what I want to say. Listen, you don't know what I want to say. All right. Every single year, usually around July, October. Like, this is when it will happen. You should watch it this year, you will see it. Academic Agent gets in bed with the anime Nazis. Every single time. Like, he's kicking the hornet's nest.
It's seasonal anime Nazi art.
You see all of these anime avatars, all of these anime girls just swarming him, right? And he is, like, having this existential crisis. Like, where do these people come from? Like, how can you have a profile with an anime girl? You're a pedophile. He bans them. He shuts the fuck up. That's a normal person.
Yes.
Like, that's a normal reaction from a human being. He doesn't start like an entire jihadi crusade about it.
He just bans everybody.
He doesn't try to find where the Mastodon servers are. He doesn't try to study the anime Nazis. He doesn't go on Discord in order to figure out what the anime Nazis are and do, like, research. And, like, no. He literally just bans them, moves the fuck on. Until the next
To be fair, he bans all kinds of people from his chat. But yeah, he does do that pretty regularly.
The fact that he doesn't understand the anime Nazis is what's fascinating. Because, like, he's been using the internet as long as I. It's like, listen, Academic Agent, okay? Those people get banned so fucking often that they find the idea of using an anime girl on a burner account and being smug at you while they're pissing you off their entire existence. That's why they're doing it. They're doing it to upset you. When you go around and you piss these people off, you're giving them what they want, okay? Entertainment.
Yeah, he has a tendency to do a little, to fall into a little bit of that where...
But no, because like, I think it genuinely upsets him. Like, I'm looking at it, right? Like, it's kind of like when I see it happening, again, like every single July.
Annoying.
It's 4th of July, American holiday, and then I go on Academic Agent Twitter. Every single time, he is in shit with the anime Nazis. And I'm thinking like, okay... this is like watching an animal in the wild. You don't want to interact because like you're ruining the natural moment, and you just have to watch it.
I mean, like, well, that's why he does regular purges of people, which I think is quite based, because he wants to get rid of a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, but like him doing
He
purges of
does
burner
get-
accounts, you know, like I think it's like a wasted energy.
No, I do enjoy how much he hates the audience.
Yeah.
He does.
He does
Yes.
hate the audience.
People don't understand what
Just
an
quite funny.
okay, listen, like when I describe what an anime Nazi is, like most people go like, "Oh, I've seen those people." It's like, look, it's like unironically Nazis, like they genuinely, without me being like ironic.
Not the way that the left uses Nazi words.
not the way.
Everybody.
No. Like they're literal unironic Nazis, and they use
Or
anime
LARPers, yeah.
aesthetic, usually like little girls with the black sun or the swastikas behind them, right? Those are the anime Nazis. I'm pretty sure you guys saw them in the wild. And every single year, I don't know how he does it. I don't know what starts it. I generally don't. But like he triggers them. And you see academic agent just battling like 40 or 50. It's like, oh, these pedophiles, where did they come from? And it's like, how can you use the internet for so long to not know about their communities?
He may just being
Gen X.
facetious.
You know what I think? One day, like when academic agent is old, he's going to descend on the Mastodon server, like Jesus descended into hell, in order to break the chains of oppression and rescue the souls of the people from Mastodons that aren't anime Nazis and bring them back on X.
All three of them.
Oh, three of them.
They'll be able to fit on a fucking bicycle.
In the end times, yeah.
This is the end times, yeah. When
world's
academic
least
agent is
impressive
going
rapture.
to descend it, it's going to descend into the Mastodon servers. Do you think he knows about Mastodon?
Probably AA knows
so.
AA is not as much of a because he's not a boomer. He's Gen X. I think he just I think he takes things quite seriously, and I mean this with legitimately like all the love in the world.
How can you take the anime
Speaking as a
Nazis
bit of an
seriously?
autist, I think he's just a little bit of an autist, in the same way that I'm more of an autist. But he just gets a
But,
little
like,
bit tilted when
these
people
are
act
peop-
retarded at him.
these
I
are-
understand the struggle.
Yeah, but like these are people that unironically like Hitler, and you're like, oh, you're a pedophile. Do you think they care?
Yeah,
Like
obviously
they
not.
unironically have pictures of swastikas on them. Like what? They don't give a fuck.
I mean, I've seen AA get triggered over stuff over the years where it's just, it doesn't make any sense to me. That's just how
like
he is.
the first thing that I stopped taking him seriously
abs.
is when he triggered with girls with abs.
Yeah.
It's like, what
Thing-
the fuck? Like, of course I like to see healthy women that do gymnastics. Like, what the fuck? Oh, no, like, do you think I'm into morbidly obese shit? Like, I see how he looks like, because unfortunately he doesn't use a VTube avatar like normal people. He shows himself. He's fat! Like, that's fine, you know, you can be fat, but like, if you were told, women would like that. It's normal to like abs. It's not that healthy.
I think again, I think he has a tendency to spiral on stuff where he gets angry at something because there's annoying people chirping at him all the time over it, and he kind of spirals out on it, and then he normalizes and rights the ship and just moves on. You know, I'm a big fan of AA, and I quite like him as a person. And I
Well,
can't talk shit because I also spurg out on Twitter from time to time. So
it's
you know,
weird.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
weird because he's got like this boomer energy where he pretends he doesn't understand the internet. It's like, oh, a guy likes to lick a girl's abs. Oh well, do you know fetishes exist? Have you ever heard about them? Oh my goodness, people are degenerate. Yes, in an internet where billions of people use it, you will find degeneracy on every single social media. Oh goodness gracious! Like the internet is not an academic space. People use pseudonyms. People do stuff that they wouldn't do in real life. They talk about things they wouldn't talk about in real life. Oh, shocking! And by the way, I still don't understand. Like,
just over the internet censorship stuff.
yeah.
I actually agree with him on that. I don't know if we talked about this, which is that I would legitimately be in favor of a Chinese style firewall being put over the UK internet well before digital ID, right? I would be totally in favor of that if what the UK government actually wanted to do to prevent child pornography and other like horrific shit, external influence from different countries' propaganda wings from being able to as easily affect the UK population with a firewall in the same way China has one. I would be more in favor, and for every country to have something similar, I would be more in favor of that than I would be in terms of, oh, everybody needs a digital ID so that we can see absolutely everything you do at all times, to use as blackmail essentially against you.
I'm actually going to be controversial here.
Sounds like the
and
ADL.
I will say that
Yeah.
the firewall is a pretext that easily abused. We
It
had
is.
the internet for 2 decades, okay? What the fuck is wrong with it? Like, I actually remember
India
when it
mainly.
was like using the internet when I was younger. Like, I was schooled. It's like, okay, listen, do not give your address, do not show your face, do not tell who you are, do not meet people from the internet because it's dangerous. And so, like, if every kid had that education and now you have parental controls, it's fucking enough. You know,
Yeah, but
oh,
the
well,
problem-
it's like, okay, well, there's child pornography or whatnot. It was always there, right? Like, the police should handle
Well,
it.
and groomers.
The
The,
police should
the difference
handle
is that the problem I have with the digital ID system in particular is that it just gathers your personal information. It's very easily bypassed, and the people who there's constant data leaks, which means that when you're collecting this information from children, you're actually going to end up releasing a lot of information from children inadvertently when the data inevitably gets leaked, which
that's
it
another
will,
thing
which it
that
has every
triggers
time.
me, right? It's like, oh, children shouldn't have their information collected. Why do children get to benefit about that, but I don't? So, like, okay, Billy is now 17. 1 year till he can get harvested? Like, this is what I don't understand. It's like, is collecting information wrong or not? If collection information is fine...
Right. Good question. Yeah.
What
Good
the
point.
fuck is wrong with collecting from children, right? Okay, so, like, you need to know that little Billy likes Action Man, so you can sell him Action Man figures, okay? If that is wrong, why are you doing it to me? Right? So, like, what? Like, little Billy is 17 now. Oh, guess 1 more year, and then we can start harvesting them, you know? Like, and we can start monetizing little
No,
Billy.
you're right. I mean, I'd prefer they didn't do any of the data harvesting. I agree. Unfortunately, they are going to do that, but if you could at least protect children from it a little bit, I'd prefer that. Because children don't have autonomy. Children, can't make decisions.
It's also the thing about children, right? It's like, it used to be, when you said children, I would think like 5-year-old, 7-year-old. Now it's like 17.
No, it's anything under
Right?
18. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, my brother in Christ is like 17 years old. You want to, like, turn the internet into a Chinese authoritarian shithole so that 17-year-olds don't watch titty. Like, I actually prefer if
Yeah,
my
well, I really
17-year-old
would prefer.
happens to watch titty that grows up in an authoritarian shithole, you know? And by the way, this is also interesting. In UK, apparently, they want 16 years old to vote, right? So, like, 16 years old can vote.
That's where I'm like, okay,
But,
well,
like,
it's
they
one or
can't
the
use,
other.
they can't
you
use
know?
the internet. Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah,
The age of majority in the UK had to be upped from 16 to 18 because the Muslims were making child brides out of them.
Listen, like,
And using it as a legal pretense.
obviously, like,
Yeah.
sending, you know, like, obviously sending inappropriate content to a 17-year-old is grooming, and I'm not okay with that. But, like, allowing
Right.
a 17-year-old to
Good.
use the internet just the way I use them, you know, it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, like, if he goes outside and gets a hooker, how is that any different?
well, again,
We must protect the children. By the way,
I-
we're funding the BBC,
I
who've
do-
got a long storied history
well,
of,
yeah. Well, we could talk
all
about that
sorts
for
of horrible
sure.
things.
But
The thing is, like, my grandfather at 16 actually had the car, had the job, had the fucking family. Hey,
yeah.
My parents were married before they were of age.
I do
Which
agree
had
though.
to be
If the UK government, which it does, wants to reduce the voting age to 16, then you can't be precious about other stuff. You've now made 16 adult by pretty much every metric. So I agree. Like whatever the age of majority is, whatever the country decides it is that's the age of majority. That means, and unfortunately, the internet works on U.S. rules. So if a country does have an age of majority that's under 18, well, everything ultimately functions under U.S. rules because the United States is the, they run the entire internet infrastructure in terms of like, social media. What kind of laws are applied, even if despite whatever individual countries' rules are. So I don't know. I do think though that the entire online or digital ID stuff is just a giant information gathering operation, and I don't like children having all of their information gathered. I don't like adults having all their information gathered either, to be fair. But
I don't
I do
trust
understand
children with the
why.
internet.
I do
trust
understand why AA was in favor of some of the restrictions.
I don't get him. I don't get him at all. It's like you have the most leftist government in the history of the UK that I can remember. You're a right winger. You're actually supporting
No, he's
measures
not.
that will be used.
He's
not a
sensible
right
center
winger?
left.
He's a leftist
sensible
now?
No, he's always been sensible center left.
No, he was ANCAP agent when I was watching him.
It's a running joke he's got going, V. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, now I
He's
understand.
ironically left wing.
Now I understand why I hate Tactical Droid who keeps quoting him. It's like, look, I have an aversion towards leftism. Like, apparently, you don't have to tell me you're a leftist. Like, if I start getting pissed off when I'm next to you, it's like, alright, no, fine. Okay, that's understandable then. Okay, so he's left-hearted. Okay, normally he supports it. I withdraw my accusations.
The main thing we were going to talk about tonight, and we are
Did he vote
after we
Labour?
get done with this conversation,
No, hold
is we're
on,
talking
hold
about
on.
Rupert
Did he
Lowe.
vote Labour?
Oh, he didn't.
What
No.
did he vote?
Well,
Did he
I
just
mean-
Green?
He just says he's left wing to wind people up, mate.
Yeah, but like, did he vote Lib Dem?
Oh, it's not just winding people up.
No.
It's not to wind people up. It is to get people to rethink and unfuck themselves from this left-right paradigm.
Okay, but like, what does he vote?
And
Wait,
also,
let me
when you cede
refuck
ground,
myself.
when you cede ground, and you act like the positions that you hold are somehow far right or even like center right or anything on the right, they're not. They shouldn't be. These are
Okay,
probably
okay,
the
but
beliefs that a lot.
Aiden,
It's to
listen.
not cede
Aiden.
ground to say, those are left-wing opinions. I have right-wing opinions.
That's nice, dear. That's nice, dear. I don't care what the individual. Listen,
I'm
listen.
telling you what he's doing,
Yeah,
though.
listen, and I'll give you my response to what he's doing. I don't give a shit what the individual tree thinks. When the entire forest votes left, we all suffer. So my question is, did he vote Lib Dem or Green? Like what did he vote?
He voted
in the
neither.
I don't
what
think
did
he
vote
votes.
in the British election?
I don't know if he actually votes, dude.
I think he votes.
No,
I think, you know what
no.
I think? No, I tell you what I think. He goes into that voting booth, right? Wiggles his fat little ass and puts that stamp on Keir Starmer. It's like, yes. Like he votes for the strong man.
Now the Greens.
You think he votes for
No,
the
he
Greens?
actually said that he tried to vote for. He said he was going to vote for Keir Starmer just to like basically zero
Yeah.
seats, and he said he couldn't.
Which was
do
it?
He
Right,
said by the
yes, he
time
did.
came, he cut
How
out.
do
he
I
didn't.
Couldn't
know
do it.
this? How do I know this? Like, listen. Like,
Because
how-
Zero Seats started
Because-
on his show.
I don't care about the moral fog that he is trying to cast over people. You put your stamp on Labour, you're a leftist. That's it.
But that
Just
was
don't-
part
He
of it.
didn't. That's the point.
Yeah. It was not a moral decision.
Then why did he vote on?
Zero seats.
It was zero
Fucking
seats.
stupid. I stand by
Just
my
for zero
stance.
seats.
So
Zero
he
Seats
voted-
was to
he
the
voted
whole
UKIP.
point of Zero Seats was to show utter and complete vote of no faith, no competence in the Tory party. So that the point was for them to get 0 seats to show you are such shit that
Sure.
we would rather vote for Labour than you.
Sure, but why wouldn't they vote for
That
UKIP? then?
and because this was the 0 seats came after that.
Look, I don't care how he justifies he's a leftist, but like it's fine that I know that.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
So many
You
layers of
asked
irony
me
deep
like
at this point.
you
I
asked
don't
me
get the super
why,
chats
and then
with
I
it,
tell you
guys.
like this is the reason why.
Yeah, and I don't
And
accept the
secondly,
reason.
what-
Like I
also,
understand.
no, but-
Like I don't have anything against you. Like you justified what he said, and that's fine. And I'm saying like I
No, I'm
reject
going
the
by your
rationale.
timeline doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Also, his
Well, I don't
his
remember the
explanation,
timeline either, to be honest.
Okay, so here's the reason for the 0 seats. It was to get Labour so much power that they have to own every fuck up, and you can't just blame it on the Tories.
Yeah,
was the
That,
reason.
that is no way you will ever see me put the stamp on a leftist. That's how pure I am. Okay. That nothing on
Okay,
planet
This was a
Earth
bit of a
can
this was a
happen.
tactical move, though.
Maybe.
Also, this is,
I would cancel
okay.
my
Yes,
vote.
yes,
I
they
would vote for the
discussed
clown-
why and how they were doing it on stream.
Listen,
can't
I
just
would vote
beat up
for the clown
politicians anymore.
candidate. Like I don't give a fuck.
Also-
You will never see
Also,
Keir Starmer and then look at it and think we voted for this. It will never fucking happen.
Tactical
Also,
voting, lose you in the neck.
AA's ultimate enemy is Zionism. So
Yeah.
anything that opposes it, he is going to vote for that thing.
Yeah, but
Like if Keir
again,
Starmer came out
my
tomorrow and just
ultimate
said, I
enemy-
will remove
Right,
I will
listen.
remove all Zionists from the entire population, like he will smack his
Okay, but
Starmer's
that's
name in his
adorable.
forehead.
You know, like I really find it adorable, and he can fight Zionism without voting left. Like that's my line.
No,
you
he
know?
can't. That's his point.
Well, if
Because
he
the
can't, then
Zionism is
he's a
overwhelming in the
leftist.
center right.
Then he is a leftist, and I will have nothing but spite and contempt. I would vote for Zionism just to get leftism out. Look, academic age, we disagree with this, right? Like Fred
Can't we
Folk.
just,
Oh,
can't we just
Oh.
form street gangs
That's
again?
fighting words.
oof, dude.
Yeah.
No, I would not do that. But that I think
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I
so
think he likes
Labour
fucking
or
with people.
Zionism.
I don't know how we've gotten
not
onto a sort of
Well,
psychological
okay,
evaluation
Aidan
of AA
Pounded, you go
from
to the
this.
election, right? And
Uh-huh.
you have like Benjamin Netanyahu, and you have
Uh-huh.
Keir Starmer. Who do you vote?
Uh-huh.
Keir Starmer.
Get the fuck
Out of the two of those, I'd vote for Starmer.
Get the fuck. You people deserve your digital IDs. You people
Wait, over
fucking
Netanyahu?
deserve. At least Benjamin
Netanyahu?
Netanyahu attacks someone. At least he declares war on some people.
Yes,
and you
Prince
get the
Howard.
benefit.
Yeah, for
leaving off somebody
Israel.
else, he's a parasite.
Yeah, but he doesn't push for digital ID at least,
He
like
is-
at least he's
he
not
is-
leftist.
he
Yes,
is- okay,
yes,
no,
everywhere else.
He is the Antichrist.
Well, it's not just him.
The only
Well, that's
Netanyahu's
good. Like,
not
we're
doing
getting
from is he's
closer to the end
pro-apartheid.
times then if he's the Antichrist. Like, you can be in heaven, right? If you worship your Jesus, that's fine. But I would never vote for
No,
Keir
I'm
Starmer.
going to oppose him. No, I would legitimately, gun to my head, vote for Keir Starmer every time.
Yeah, out of the two, I'm
this
voting
is why
for.
we
I'm
have democracy,
voting
right?
for.
This is why we have democracy,
Keir,
so you guys
sorry.
can disagree.
We hate democracy.
And this is how Keir
Yeah, we
Starmer
do.
gets elected, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
we're the anti-democracy gang.
yeah, I'm
gang.
being outnumbered. Like, okay, fine. I'm gonna sit here with
Don't lump me
Benny,
with them,
Monarchists,
but at
please.
least you know what?
Please don't lump me in with them.
Well, Bill's not.
At least when Benny wins and he invades some people that can't defend themselves, at least I know that I'm on the winning side. Okay, you guys, you vote for Keir Starmer.
Hey, this is not making you good look.
I don't care about good look. All
What
I
is
care
this
about is not being
conversation
leftist.
evolved into?
What's that bit in Monty Python where they're all like identifying themselves as a group, and there's some guy in the back goes, "I'm not," and it's like, "Oh yeah, he's not." It's Bill Sorry.
Listen,
no,
I'm
out of
just
the
not
two, I would
leftist. Like,
absolutely.
it's literally that simple, right?
We're all
If I-
defending
I have-
Netanyahu
policy.
if you-
has
we-
one and
we-
only goal is to be pro-Israel, Israel first, Israel only. Keir Starmer
I think
is
it's pretty based
a
if you happen to
robotic
live in
piece of
Israel,
shit
right?
who
Let
is
me
just.
put it this way, okay, Aiden.
But we
let me put it
don't.
this way,
But we
okay?
don't, and I'm not Jewish,
No, listen,
so.
listen, Aiden, right? If you're in Israel and you vote for Benny, at least you win. If you're in UK and you vote for Keir Starmer, you know you lose. Like, at
you're
least
asking me
on
to-
my
you're
take,
asking
I would
me
be
to-
happy
but
with
we
my
don't
vote.
live in Israel.
You're asking me also
Oh,
to take an
okay.
epistemic stance that I can't because I do not live in Israel and I'm not Jewish. So
Also,
I
you
can't
don't live in the UK either.
No, but like, if
Well,
you lived in
French
the
also,
UK
yeah.
and you voted for Keir Starmer, you'd regret it.
Out of the two of them, though, if my other choice is Netanyahu, I'd vote for
But no, 'cause, like, if
Keir.
you had no. If you had Netanyahu going in the UK, like, he would actually be pro-UK, right? Because like he's governing in UK.
That's the ultimate political stance. Each country should vote for another country's leadership.
I mean, that would be funny.
Oh god, that would be hell though. It would be funny as shit. But my god, that'll be hellish.
Everyone's
Hey,
crammed around the ballot, like the big
Spoon.
box, like the bingo box, trying to get like a fun one. It's like, oh, who gets Israel this year? It's gonna be fun.
Spoon. Okay, stream
Yeah, no,
crashed for a
it's
second. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry, what were we
No, you
talking
find
about?
voting for other people's leaders.
Oh, voting for other people's
I mean,
leaders,
we already
yeah.
pay for. Let's face it, most of the countries that we live in are already paying for other people's nations as it is.
Look, all I'm saying is that if you had Benny for America, and he does for America what he does for Israel, you would basically see all of the Canadians' leadership pages pop, and you'd watch that, and you'd be like, fuck yes, they're going to be the next
Then you
state
own
now.
some both.
Yeah. Well, exactly. I mean, like at the end of the day, you are voting for the same person. So you just, how many degrees removed?
To be fair, though,
Yes.
I will say this, like, what Donald Trump did to Maduro was pretty fucking badass. Like, the left didn't even have time to organize. Like, they organized protests in order to bitch and whine, and by the time, like, they wanted to go out, Maduro was already arrested. And it's like, oh, what do we do now? Like, they spent money on the protests.
No. I do not think that was
I don't
based.
know.
That's another. You're
I
asking
didn't
me to
like
vote
that,
between Donald Trump and Netanyahu again, and
Like,
as
you don't
before,
oh,
that's
come
the
on.
same answer.
Even the fucking left found Maduro getting arrested in his pajamas to be badass.
I did not find it to be
Yes.
badass because it
Someone
was done at
said
behest of
Keir Starmer,
Israel.
Xi Jinping all damn day.
Well, okay,
Usually
once
that's
again,
the
I
reason
find
why.
myself
The very fact that you
watching a
live in a
debate
nation,
on,
like, see, this is the thing. Like, you're not a man. You don't have a cock. Like, if I was in a nation and I know that nobody is safe, like anywhere, we can fuck with whatever leader we want. Like, I would have the most strong penis imaginable. Like, I could literally crack skulls with it. I'd be like, okay, so like you're telling me that my fucking government imposed its will, like subjugated Venezuela. I'd be like, yes. Fuck, that's so goddamn awesome. Like, I love America. Like, my taxpayer money did that. Yes, I will work harder than Donald Trump.
We had a whole "Fell for It Again"
So
award.
he's an authoritarian, apparently.
Well,
No,
I mean,
V is an imperialist. It's like, I want my country
let's
to
go, let's go.
subjugate. I want my country to dominate. Like,
same.
It's more specific.
do you know what's actually funny? Like, there was this.
I would think
there
it
was
was
this
more based if
Venezuelan.
it wasn't the Americans.
Listen. There was this Venezuelan, and he
No,
actually
Trump
gave an
will be there.
interview,
Yeah,
and
never
he
Trump.
was like, "Well, don't you know that like America wants your oil?" And the Venezuelan was like, "Well, obviously they want our oil. It's like the Russians want our oil, and the Chinese want our oil, the Americans want our oil. And what the fuck do you think the Russians and the Chinese are here for? Like for our tortillas? Like, of course they want our oil." But like at least out of all the three, like the Americans seems to be the best choice. I was like, well, that makes like, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the best. It's more like the least worse.
It's
Something
kind
around
of
those
like
lines,
how
yeah.
you are when you're a small nation, right? Like there's no like small.
Yeah, you do have to decide.
You do
essentially.
have to like decide which sphere of political influence you're going to be under. So.
And right,
Or
yeah,
you could just do what North Korea does and get a nuke.
well, true, but you do have to pick your sphere of political influence, and it's either going to be China/Russia or the U.S./Israel. And I mean, you as a
I wish
person
the
who get to
Roman
pick,
Catholic one.
but that is the choice that all countries have to make. Essentially, is what sphere of global political influence do you want to belong to? So it's Russia/China or
What do you think
U.S./Israel.
will happen if the judge finds him innocent?
Maduro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's very possible.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be in New York.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what'll
It'd be
happen.
really,
But it'd be
tell you,
really
no, listen,
funny.
I'll tell you what will happen, right?
Uh-huh.
First of all, he's going to be in America illegally. I'm not kidding. Like,
Yeah. So they deport
ICE are gonna seize him.
seriously, I'm not kidding. Like, I actually looked at what is the legal thing that will happen. So, if he is not found guilty, then he is legitimately in America illegally. Now, deportations by them made them very difficult, right? And so he probably will be detained in an ICE facility for at least 1 or 2 years.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now, he is also wanted by the International Criminal Court. And so America can extradite him to a country that is with the International Criminal Court. So, like, even if they find him innocent, I think his goose is cooked. And I also think that this is an internal civil war that's happening in Venezuela. Like, I think, like, his own people wanted him. Because, like, there's no fucking way you get a guy out of the bed in the presidential palace unless you have insiders that are helping you out.
Can I just take a moment to appreciate how fucking doofy Maduro looks in every single image he's in? He's got this fucking big
That is
doofy
true.
smile.
No, I think he's like pretty funny, and here's the thing: like he's actually
Look at his face.
charismatic because like in order to be a dictator, you have to have charisma. And wait until, unfortunately, the trial won't go live, right? Like it's not going to be live streamed. But
No,
if
it
it
won't,
was, you'd probably see him start about the American healthcare, and the American left would lap it up. They would lap it up like
Oh,
they
for
would.
sure.
They would fucking love him.
Yeah, true.
Like I can see academic age be like, yes, this is a Chad man, because he's not Israeli, he's not with Benny, and if he's not with Benny, he's from God. He's
I like how
fighting the
AA is
Antichristo."
Yeah, why is he
Benny.
am? By the way, let's get the angle here. I can't get Scrumpin, but I
No,
did
but
tell you so
have
we're
to
dunking
leave,
on
right? Because
them.
I only said
Oh,
5 minutes.
okay.
This was actually really fun. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Maybe we can do it again next week if you're up to it.
yeah.
Hang on a second. Before you leave immediately, V, I just got you so we could dunk on Dev a little longer, I guess. Hello.
Excellent timing.
Yeah. it was good
Yeah, but
timing.
unfortunately, I genuinely have to go because like I promised my wife I
Okay.
would not spend more than 1 hour.
I
So,
know. I know.
It was nice to see you again. Well, hear you again, Scrub.
Same thing. Hello.
Oh, never
Okay.
mind. It's Uzulu, right? I don't know. It's like I don't recognize the avatars. I'm sorry.
You need glasses
my-
now, V.
I'm sorry. I now know who I'm talking with. But still, it was nice to see you, Uzulu. So anyway, maybe next week we can have another live stream. And,
For sure.
yeah.
Thanks for stopping by, V. We'll see you later.
Alright, take care. Alright, chat. I think I need to bust through some more super chats before I call it a day. Let me just scroll up, see what I've missed. So JDA, thank you for the $5. Debate me, bro. No. SRC Maker, thank you for the $10. I'm upping JDA 79 $5 bribe to $10. V, debate me, bro, on your YouTube channel. Promise not to get you banned. I don't trust you. I read some of the others, so I'll skip over them. Devastare, thank you for the 1668. This is a really weird number, 1668. Hey V, hope you are having a fantastic stream. I actually did. Dev is literally a low-cow, says CGR902. Imagine getting super chats because you are talking about Dev's bad things, says Lazon. It's not difficult to imagine. I mean, this is pretty much how YouTube works, right? Like, drama thing is very profitable. Especially if the person is controversial, and you become controversial when you decide to change what your channel is about. Like, seriously, imagine if I were all of a sudden deciding to make a gambling channel, you know? Like, I talk about politics, but like all of a sudden, boom, I switch to gambling. Now, the thing is that gambling is actually very profitable to talk about on YouTube right now, but like, your subscribers expect some consistency. So like, it's the same with politics. If you're a left-winger, right, it's no problem to become right-wing. But, like, maybe your audience isn't interested, right? And it's not, like, wrong to be right-wing or to be left-wing. But, like, once you build a base, right? Like, once you build an audience, you can't just switch. Because, like, first of all, I have seen it very rarely happen when people accept it. Like, for instance, with Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur. Like, they legitimately... Like, you can see that their transformation was... grassroots and natural for Anna. Like, Anna basically explained it, you know, like the environmentalism came for her, like she's in California now, all of a sudden she has to get an electric stove, she has to get rid of her gas stove, there's criminals that are groping her on the street, and it's like, okay, well, that made a change in her mindset. So, like, people accept that. But if the change is a gradual, and it feels... that you're doing it because you're following the money train, right? Like right now it's like it's profitable to be left or it's profitable to be right. Then the people on the other side already hate you, like they view you as a traitor, like you did a lot of damage to their movement for so long. And the people on your side, well, they don't watch you because like they lose interest. So especially if you parrot the same opinions like CNN or Destiny, it's like, well, where's the nuance? Where's Eastern European in me thinks that Dev is a psyop of a few YouTubers with V included on a profit sharing probably. Man, I wish that was the case. Then I could talk about him more often. I believe Dev is afraid of Ace because he cannot use his usual tactic of gish gallop and nitpick with Ace. I generally like don't know why Dev just does a stream with Ace and gets done with it, because like at this point Ace is already like popular enough by doing replies to Dev, so he may as well just do it. But I think like he just doesn't want to give Ace money. Maybe that's why, you know. 95% of my debates with Dev on Twitter have ended with me responding and Dev then being nowhere to be found. I have the exact same experience. Dev has a pathological need to be always in the right. I maintain the moment he's forced to admit he was wrong, his mind would generally unravel. Yeah, no, like, most of the time this is what it is. Like, he has a really bad take, and then he feels the need to back it up, even when he realizes it's bad, and it's like, okay. The Spoon has a point. We are degenerates, but that's fine. We just don't want to attack others like LGBT do. It's always been a closet hobby here. That's correct. Some of you showed you some of his tweets on Discord. I'll have to watch after the stream. Nux didn't have a come to God. Dude, he is just staunchly Jewish. Nux is openly embracing his shitposting and being a degen. But the bad degen. No, apparently like he was attacking others, right? Like, this is what I hate. When I see a degen attacking other degens, it's like, if you're a degen, just shut the fuck up, you know? It's, like, you know, if you're attacking other people who are behaving like you, and you're doing it publicly, like, you're not basically, like, talking to people behind closed doors, you know, like, messaging them in private, and saying, hey, you know, like, I used to be like you, like, that's not a correct path. No, but like when you go around and you attack people publicly in order to score moral points for doing shit that you did in the past, yeah, I find that to be a little bit despicable. Anime Puritans, please tell me, in which government office can I find British certificates and IDs for vampires, dragons, spiritual entities, cyborgs? There were British people that were cloning Keir Starmer-like ID. I don't know if he's a vampire, but I guess it's close enough, right? Never seen an anime N? Point me at them. What, an anime nonce? Or like what? Dude, between the tiny hat behavior after Kirk and the Epstein files, I unironically like Mustache Man, says Lixian. Interesting how that actually managed to get past the filter of YouTube. If you have to see the level of delusion Dev is on, check what I sent you. I will. Just cut the UK off from the worldwide internet. They can't function as adults nor control devices for their children. Apparently, it's kind of funny because like a lot of Japanese websites like literally did that. It's just like banned the UK. That's it. Like no other, just the UK. Who created Palantir V? Well, that's true. It's under Donald Trump. So Trump has just nuked the Chagos deal with one post. I'll have to check, see what happened. Anyway, chat, thank you for this. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. And take care. Bye-bye.